Hello, and how is everyone going? Now today we're going to review the 6th scale Star Wars figurine of the Scout Trooper. And there he is. He is absolutely awesome when you see him and you open it up. They've really portrayed him as a real working class trooper because he's got a lot of dirt marks and wear marks, especially on his boots and on his vest and on his helmet as well. So a lot of dirt sort of scuffing marks on him. But as you can see, with the detail in the helmet, this is what's so iconic about the Scout Trooper, is the helmet, and they have absolutely nailed that. He looks absolutely sensational. Now, he comes with a few extras, which is great to see. Now, with you can see the normal looking stand there that he's sitting on, just a normal black stand, but they also included, Sideshow have also included these. They're like like dioramas for around the base that you could hook into it. You can see where it hooks into the base there, and you just sort of put that around to make him look like he's out in the scrub. And I must admit, I really like the look of those. I reckon they look awesome. And so you got a few here that you sort of put around, and a couple of logs as well. So they really look the part, and with all of them on there, you can display him as putting his feet up on the moss rocks and the logs. But that is a real nice extra, those ones. Really like it. Anything to enhance the posing of him is really appreciated, I reckon. And he's also got his little scout pistol there, which has got some good detail in it. It's really small though. It absolutely looks really tiny on him. I know it's not supposed to be a big gun by any stretch of the imagination, but you can take that off too. As you can see, when they put this together, I just put a little bit of blue tack on there because it comes with a cap. See, there's the gun there, but it comes sort of with a cap that you can put on the end here, which I really like the look of, but it keeps on falling out. So when I walk him around, I don't want to lose it, so I just put a blob of blue tack on there. But yeah, that's a nice little gun. But he's not the exclusive. The exclusive Scout Trooper comes with the sniper rifle, the long range rifle, and I'm really, it would have been awesome to grab that rifle because I've seen a few pictures on it on YouTube and just images in general, and that would be an absolute cherry on the cake for displaying the Scout Trooper with his speeder bike. But unfortunately, this figure doesn't come with that. So what I did, because I was broken when I found out that you could no longer get the long range rifle. So what I did is I managed to get him one of this. Now, I don't know how this came into his possession. But as you'll see, once I pose him, that this really makes him pose over the speeder bike, makes him look pretty special. So that's why I linked the Scout Trooper up with this heavy blaster. And yeah, he looks awesome. Now he's got a few other little things, that his detonator for his belt and a detonator that sort of clicks on his back, so that's a nice touch. And he's also got his riding boots. As you can see, they're on a bit of an angle, so they make him pose on the bike a lot better. And each boot has got that side pouch there where he can put his gun in, like that. So that's on his boot, his standing boot as well. So that's all nice. As you can see, all the wear and the dirt marks on the boot, so it looks like that he's been on duty for a few months. There you go, nice detail. And also he comes with 4 other sets of hands. He's got the pointing finger, and he's got 2 hands for when he's holding on the handlebars of his bike, speeder bike, that's them there. So nice big thick looking sort of leather gloves. I know they're rubber, but they look sensational as well, goes well with it. And the other one is a right hand pistol pistol holding sort of glove on there. So that's all of his gloves, and all of his extras as well, which are nice. Like I said before, it would have been awesome if they included the long range rifle.
Oops.
In the figure as well, but that was under the exclusive, which is disappointing because it would have just topped the figure off having the Scout Troopers long range rifle. But this heavy blaster is, I would say that it's pretty much similar in size, and he does look pretty awesome with this as well. I might have been a bit quick before, so we'll have another little look of him up close.
He's got his knee guards there, like I said, the boots with the mud, and it's quite nice. It's quite plain, but you wouldn't want it any other way. That's what the Scout Trooper is. He's very, very plain, but you know, detailed and iconic. Got his pouches there, his arm guards, and there's his back there. Once again, Sideshow have done a great job with detailing, but he's perfect. He's everything you would want in a Scout Trooper. And the way that he looks is pretty cool.
Now, when you get the Scout Trooper, you have to get the speeder bike. They're like peas and carrots. They really are. So I've got the speeder bike here. I'll just move that to the side a bit. You cannot have one without the other. You really can't. So here he is here. I'll just stick him on his stand. So yeah, just posing them together. You can spend hours on posing them on the bike, around the bike, but he really looks good. I'll pose him in this with the heavy blaster. I'll just do it like that for now. Sort of similar to that, but In saying that, he would really look good with any sort of gun or pistol or rifle. That leads me into my nitpick. With him, with the Scout Trooper, you really only have two right hands attachments that hold guns. The one that he's got there now and this one here. So you can only really pose him with a gun or a rifle in his right hand, because his left hand is, I'll just take that off. His left hand is an open palm. The finger pointer and his glove that hooks onto his bike there, his speeder bike. So if you wanted to pose him, if you wanted to put another gun on him or attach or another prop for him to hold, you're really only going to do it with his right hand, because there's no other gloves that are dedicated to holding a gun or anything else, except for the palm, but that's more of holding the gun up like the long range rifle or whatever, like I've done there with the heavy blaster. So that would only be my real nitpick on it. It would have been nice to have left hand gloves that were able to hold pistols or guns or whatever. And the other nitpick is under the helmet, you can see that there's nothing there. It's just hollow with, you can see where the ball of the neck goes into the helmet there. So it would have been nice again if they put some sort of velvet cushioning around there, so you couldn't, so that wouldn't be exposed. It would all be covered up. I know you're not going to really display him by him looking up so high that you'll see it, but just a minor nitpick. It would have been nice to have it so you wouldn't, in any angle or any position, you wouldn't have any imperfections or anything to make it not look as good as what it could be. That's all. So, well, go back here, fella. But all in all, adore it. There would be nothing other than those little nitpicks, but there'll be nothing else that I'll change. I absolutely love him posed with the speeder bike, and you can really go to town on how you would like him to be displayed around the speeder bike, on the speeder bike, and everywhere in between. But I really do like that heavy blaster. The heavy blast, just that a big gun on him just looks awesome. He just wants to go to town on those Ewoks. Alright guys, thanks very much for looking at my reviews. Please comment below, like and share. Follow us at silverswan.com.au, and we look forward to bringing you lots more reviews in the future. Take care. Bye.